Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a chilled trades video. Thank you all for stopping by, and in fact, I'm even going to turn the beats off for this. I think it needs to be kind of a serious video. So, I'm not one to harp out last chances and call them every single thumbnail. I do it every single video. Do this now, buy here, do this now, buy this coin now, last chance, and all that sort of garbage. But I think this time it is the last chance. I'm pretty confident. I mean, I'm so good at staying neutral and looking for tiny short scalp day trades in when things are pumping, and somehow just capitalize on the market that little bit. But with everything that's gone on from this V-reverse down here and this trend, and putting in higher highs, breaking structures, and holding, it is very, very key here that we mark out some levels. I've done this rush from my Discord earlier on. I'm going to do it again now properly, as fast as I can, because I've got my daughter and I've already recorded it 3 times because she starts losing the dummy or something. So here we go. We need to mark some levels here, okay? And the first one I'm going to mark here is a breaker structure. This one here, okay? I'll make it a little bit longer. Go over to there. So this is the higher high we have been waiting for, okay? So obviously we broke this structure. We put in a higher high, we put in a higher low, put another higher high, higher low here. Now we come up, we've broken structure again with another higher high. So if you want to draw out this, and I don't care what you want to call it, you can comment in the comment section what your technical term is for this. I'm calling it a widening mouth pennant. And if you want to call it something different, that's fine. Good for you. But in this video, we're going to call it the chill trades widening mouth pennant, and that is what it's going to call it, okay? So, what's that bit of Snatch, the film, where it's like, you can call me Susan if it makes you happy? It's one of them situations. I don't care. So, we need to mark some levels. So we've got the breaker structure here. Okay, and where's the next levels we need to look at? So 70k has been, go on Twitter, go on YouTube, listen to anyone's video. It's 70k, 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 70k. So it's the next important level we need to look. So we need to watch a 70k. All right, that's as close as I'm going to get. And the 70k to me is very, very similar to the 2021 pivot I keep mentioning, which is 58.2. I do. So I draw a line to this, okay? Ooh, to a T. so we tried to break this, right? Once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Pulled back, bear market, right? Went all down to 30k. Okay? So 70k has been once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 attempts. Right, and we haven't had a higher push through. So not like 2021, where price kept failing, but it kept getting higher every attempt it took at it. We're like sort of here, I reckon. This is like, this structure looks so familiar to this structure, like we're seeing now when we have more cameras underneath here. It's like this moved up. Okay, and we will go do a quick dive on altcoins at the minute, because I think it's important to mention them, because obviously they're taking a bit of a hit right now, which I think they should. I think it's good. I think it's a good thing to see. This needs to be the Bitcoin show. Okay, so now we mark these levels here. So we don't need this one here. Okay, so we're talking about that. The next level we need to mark is the all-time high, which is there, boff, okay? That's the all-time high, okay? So what we want to see, in my opinion, is we need to mark out some levels as well for a pullback if we get one. A retest on a daily time frame of the 65 level would be good, and that is kind of as low as I think we're going to pull back if we do pull back, which I'd like to see us at least attempt to sell off and it just get bought straight up and push higher. Okay, so let's go into the 1 hour time frame. As you can see, let me change the color of this to go blue. Okay, so the pennant's pink. As you can see, we are just on the underside of here consolidating. Okay, obviously, people would have got absolutely rinsed here yesterday. You know, huge pump up. That's it. We're going, and literally 5 minutes later, we're back down at 65. Okay, so prices here and some levels, in my opinion, which I've been watching, because obviously this was like only Monday here. So what I want to do is I want to put on an indicator here, which marks out. Oh, it's not on there anymore. It's gone. It's annoying. No, there we go. This one there. Right. I have to adjust some settings on it now. So, the daily open. I want the high and low from the open. And then the main one we need is Monday. So I don't want to put the control on. Right, so I want Monday's open, high and low. And I want Tuesday's open. Okay. Just to load up. So Monday's sort of levels are down from here. They're quite big. Why not loading? Maybe it's a colour thing. Hang on. No, it shouldn't be. Do it as a darker green. Do it as a darker, like that. It's not showing anything except the daily open. Interesting. I know why. Day levels. I want all these ticks. That should give us, there we go. Okay, perfect. Right, sorry about that. It's having a brain fart. So, one important level to me, and I like doing this as well, because you can use a Fibonacci with several different ranges. So, I like going from Monday's low, all the way up to Monday's high. Okay? So, the levels, in my opinion, what you got to watch here, right, is a retest of the breaker structure level at 65, or a retest at Monday's high at 66. Okay, so we want to watch 66. We want to watch 65.915. Then after that, you've got 75% of Monday's range, which is 65 basis, just basically 65. Down to 64, which is 50% of Monday's range. And I don't think we go much lower than that. If we do, it is going to be a sweep. And then, I mean, if we get as low as 62 again, you need to be fully long max allocated, in my opinion. Just to add, this is not financial advice. This is just my strict, basically, opinion on the market and the way I think things are going to move, and some levels to watch. Okay, so now we can get rid of that. So we've got our Monday ranges, which is here. It's Monday's high, Monday's low, and another one you could also watch if you really wanted to. I use this fifth mean reversion, so we put on 0.2 and 1.2. So we'll also watch the extreme, is where we're nearly at now. Okay, so it's like the extreme of Monday's level. If it were to go overextended on Monday, you'd probably find it would have reached up to about here and rejected. And a retest of that and holding this level, which we are so far doing, is a pretty key one to note. Okay? And other than that, I think it's pretty important to mark out some volume value areas as well from the last couple US sessions, which I'm not going to do on this chart because I don't think they're over important. So what I'm watching for is a clean breakout from here to here. Okay, and then it's going to get acceptance. And we need to retest the pennant and hold it. Obviously, it's got a chance here where it can just moon to 70k, false breakout, come down, and then retest. So we might not get this here. This might just be, so we might just go impulse straight up through it, chop, reject, fall down, and then I reckon you'll fall back down for this level. That is a path which is definitely like on the cards. But what we want to see, in my opinion, is ideally a further sweep, and we can retest this level, and we can probably retest the breaker structure, and then come up, and then have another crack at it, and then break, and then go. But I don't think we're going through 70k yet. I think we're going to break through as a false breakout here, and afterwards I think we're going to come down, and then we're going to range along here before breaking 70 and then going. That is like my path. I mean, if we get one final sweep, I don't think it's going any deeper than a retest this breaker structure, which we tried to get through until eventually today we did. Yesterday towards the end of the US session, we did impulse through it. I think that's gonna be the way it goes. That's my opinion, and I'm fully out my long trader here at 70k. And when it breaks 70k and holds for a significant amount of time, then I'll be looking at, possibly opening a new position here. But I want to see how price reacts at 70k here, whether we start showing strength and stuff like that. Because if we start showing weakness, I'll be looking to shorting it back down via a day trade back down to 68. Okay? And once we break 70k, and we've spent some time here on 70k, I think we might have several pushes. Okay? Meaning, so we're going to chop along, we're going to push, it's going to fail. We're going to push, fail, and then we might sweep some lows, push a bit higher, and then eventually we're just going to go like that. And that is basically what I'm looking at in terms of Bitcoin. And I don't think a break of all-time high and a real push to new low, to new lows, that wouldn't be good, to new highs, isn't going to happen this, or has to be after the election, December, January time. So we have plenty of time, and hopefully we've got plenty of time for those who aren't holding lots of Bitcoin, which to me, altcoins are amazing, and I've been buying bags of altcoins back, but every single time I'm in a trade, I'm buying more Bitcoin. Every single time I'm just chucking money in Bitcoin. Because my max goal is to just own as much Bitcoin as it has. Though there's altcoins that really serve a purpose, and they're going to pump, and they can make you really good returns. As time is going on as a trader, I find myself focusing on Bitcoin, and I'm getting so much more significant returns trading Bitcoins without the volatility of crap of just trading altcoins right at the same time. Sure, if something sets up and announces itself, I'm trading it 100%. But in the meantime, I'm watching Bitcoin chart like a hawk every day in, day out. And I have been day trading, like even from Monday from here, I took a long on Bitcoin to the breaker structure, the 66k up here, as well as my swing long, and took it. And I made, like another $500, $600, $700 just from that one trade, just the secondary long, as well as my swing trade, taking profits here and here. Then I'm closing the trade there. I probably will leave, just say like 10% in, just as a moonshot. So I think that's it for Bitcoin, and I think my paths are fairly clear. And I'm just going to draw some more out again and leave them on a chart and possibly screenshot it afterwards. So it's basically got the break, reject, sweep some lows, then hold, and then go, and then hold 70k. Okay, we've got just a straight impulse through here, blast through, come down, push to a high, fail, and then chop around here for a little bit. Okay, which I'm going to do this colour here, blue, if I can. Okay, and then I'm going to do this other colour. I'll do this other path where we just impulse, then here, go through, and then just go through to the highs, and then fall down afterwards. I'm going to do that in yellow. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it in orange. And that's basically some of my paths I'm watching. I mean, if we get a final sweep here, and you don't decide to build yourself one hefty swing trade, because obviously it could come down as low as 50%. I'm on about. It could come down to 64k and sweep. There is orders here, looking at this, so it would not be off the cards. So now I'm going to roll into some altcoins quickly, and obviously altcoins are looking not overly great. So I've got Solana's Monday range mapped out here, where the extremes have been swept yesterday. Okay, so this is Monday's range. This happened on Tuesday, and it swept the extreme of obviously Monday's range. But Solana's very simple for me. This pennant, it just needs to break and hold, and then we can push up to these highs. 194, targeting to 210, and I'll be taking the swing trade myself. It's super simple. Probably one of the simplest setups I can see. AVAX is another one where, in terms of buying these, if you're not buying AVAX here, when we're still under $30, then I highly recommend you buy it back, because I don't think you're going to get this at this price again. Other altcoins, let's just go on to total free as a whole and chart this. I haven't actually charted total free yet, so let me clear this on the daily and basically just say, so I said in the last video we were holding structure better on total free because alts were moving slightly more than Bitcoin at the time. And now we see around alts are chopping, and as long as we hold this breaker structure line, and then we're looking to sweep some highs. I say sweep some highs, I'm on about these. Okay? So you see total free, this is just the whole altcoin market as a whole. You know, just ranging in here, and then ranging, and then holding, and here. And if you haven't bought by here, I think you're missing out. I think this is like your last chance up here. I mean, altcoins are still, to just go through and look at the board of some decent altcoins, like, you know, Ronin. And look at other stuff as well, like a Cash as well. Cheap, still under $3. I am still swinging long a Cash as well, just for the bucks. Toncoin, still cheap. You know, there's still so much here that's just cheap. I mean, even Super is still cheap. And since I mentioned this thing, it's just mooned. Beam is even cheaper here. A lot of the altcoins, as I said, have had moves up since I've mentioned them, but they are not going to stick around these prices for ages. You know, even if Bitcoin sweeps lows again at 64, I mean, if you get at 62, it'd be an absolute godsend, because I would have done so much more trading. But then, especially if we hit 70, if Bitcoin hits 70 and then sweeps 62 afterwards, I mean, I'd have so much more money to load up on altcoins and stuff. It'd be unbelievable. But WIF, still cheap. So get yourself in there. Get some market exposure. If you're not buying now, I think you need to seriously consider it. And keep an eye on the Bitcoin chart, because Bitcoin has to move first, in my opinion. And I think it's about time we stop treating it like a cryptocurrency. I think it needs to be treated as an asset that has an ETF. There's like, you know, the whole Bitcoin is gold. It needs to be treated like gold, I think, in this time. We're not going to have stumbling around and pullbacks. I think when it goes, it's just going to keep going up, just like gold does. When it moves, it really moves. So that's the end of this update. It's been quite serious, actually. So, but no jokes, nothing just straight down a pipe. Levels, targets, and things to watch, and a few paths there for you to take on. I'm going to leave it there because I'm waffling on for like nearly 20 minutes. So please smash the like button, share, subscribe, do what you got to do, and I shall see you in the next video.